Yo,
baby.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Victory Monday, baby. Another Eagles win. 10-1 football team, man. We grinded that John out last night, dude. Or should I say grounded that John out. What do we have? About 360 some yards rushing?
365 yards rushing.
Yep. Yeah. Most yards rushing, I think, since like 1940 something.
1943. We averaged 7.4 yards a carry on them.
Yeah, I mean, that was back when the NFL was like 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You know what I'm saying? Times have seriously changed, but Philadelphia Eagles, man, breaking out that running game. So we're going to start off heavy Eagles, obviously. And then, the other thing I want to really get into is our basketball team, man. What a week, a 3-1 week without their 3 best stars. And, I got to give many, many, many props to my man, Shake Milton in particular. Shake Milton, he's looking like that stretch back. Remember a few years ago? What's that? What'd you say? What happened? Oh, yeah, I think he said
I didn't say that. No, I said and Tobias Harris.
Oh, yeah, Tobias Harris, Niang. All these guys are stepping up, but I mean, Shake in particular, and Melton. I'll tell you what.
House too. House been in some key shots too.
I'll tell you what, man. Even when these guys come back, that Shake Milton and Melton combination plays pretty well together. So I would give those guys some minutes. Paul Reed's playing well.
Yeah.
Montrezl Harrell Friday night had a nice game. I think he had a double-double, couple big dunks. So anyway, hey. We'll get into some Sixers, but it's Eagle Victory Monday, so we're gonna get into it here. I got my usual cast with me. I got my man Sean Kilrain to my left.
What's up, guys?
Got my man Euro Paul in the top right. What's up, Paul? How you doing?
How you doing?
Got my man Diego the Hammer Bianchi on the bottom. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Good. How you doing?
Good.
Doing great, babe.
Always good when you're 10-1. The only, I would say, the only downside is, unfortunately, the Cowboys, Vikings, Washington. I mean, all these teams are right up our ass. You know what I mean? But hey, all you can do is take care of what's on that field. 49ers too.
Yeah.
All you can do is keep winning, though. You know what I'm saying? And really disappointed yesterday because I thought the Falcons were going to win that game in Washington, and they pulled a typical Falcons of choking that John away. I don't know if there's a team
with that throw.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a team out there that chokes away more games than the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, you say 28-3 to somebody from Atlanta, and they're ready to have heart palpitations. It's crazy. Yeah. So, all right, so we're going to get into it here. First, we got a couple comments. Let's see here. I got Pat Bernard right here. He says you can check Patty out on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. on p.m. in the a.m. He says, "What's up, fellas? Victory Monday." Then we got I got my man I Love Weed. He said, "See y'all, Sheagles, Xmas Eve. Go Cowboys." Hey, man, that's going to be a hell of a game, and I can't talk too much shit because y'all got a hell of a team. So, but like I said, y'all got a nice team, but 10-1 is 10-1. You know what I mean? Until Christmas Eve, you're still looking up at us, bro. So,
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
That's right. Then we got another comment here. Hit me with some Eagles talk while I munch on my cheese hoagie. All right, bet. Well, enjoy that cheese hoagie. We got plenty of plenty of Eagles talk here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's some good cheese and not from under. Yeah, cheese. Not some from under cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Or cottage.
Here we go. Let me add Diego back here. You all right, Diego?
Yes. Now I'm good.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
I was on the wrong network. I had to get in the right network.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, hey, man. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you got to be on that right network. You know what I'm saying? Just like my man Cauldron of Stardust. Hopefully he's not eating some fresh from under. Yeah.
I know. The Cowboys eat.
What's that?
What the Cowboys eat.
Well, I got some like. hopefully the Eagles got some nice Vermonda for the Cowboys on Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? And some coal for that stocking because like I said, man, I'm a little nervous about them Cowboys, dude. They're looking pretty good, you know.
Bring them.
So
Micah,
all right, so here we go. Here I got my man. Here we go. Here I got my man. It's Wawa provolone cheese. All right, nice. That's what's up. We got Pat Bernard. He's a big fan of the Spice Network. Yeah, we know all about that, Pat.
You still are. What do you mean was?
And I got my man Adam Glenn. What's up? Hey Adam, how you doing, bro? Thanks for checking in. All right, so Paul, impressions from last night, other than the obvious. I mean, what's your number one takeaway from last night?
Obviously, they done their pregame, man, because the game call plan was really good. Saw their weaknesses. We ran, Jalen Hurts, 100 yards, over 100 yards by half. Did really. I mean, he didn't ask too much to pass. I think the game call planning was really good, and that rookie stepping up. Undrafted rookie for Gardner.
Reed Blankenship
came in,
yeah.
right? Tied for leading tackles, got that big interception, and he looks like he had a lot of energy out there too. I'm really kind of impressed with him coming in that kind of spot.
Yeah, 6 tackles, 3 assists, Paul.
Yeah. Diego, what's your what was your number one impression?
My takeaway from the game that the Eagles can get in any kind of game and win it. They can get in grinded out defensive battles and win it. They can get in shootouts and win it. They can cruise the blowouts when they get the opportunity. They can get in any kind of game and win it. I feel like yesterday was that kind of game where they couldn't get a stop, and Jalen just kept putting them on his shoulders over and over and over again and find a way to get in touchdowns. And that's what I took most out of the game. That the Eagles can play in any kind of game that becomes.
Yeah, and that is the mark of a good team. You look around this NFL. I mean, I saw a 6-4 Seattle team lose at home to the Raiders. I saw a Baltimore team 7-3 find a way to choke away a game to Jacksonville. Shout out to Dougie P too. Tell you could say a lot of things about Dougie P, but Dougie P's balls clang.
Did you watch that game? Dougie P's balls hit the ground.
That's right.
Did you watch that game?
I did. I watched that Joe on the red zone. Yeah.
Tucker missed that by like 1 yard, dude.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't he amazing?
It's amazing.
He was spot on that, dude. Spot on. Not even to the right, to left. Spot on. Just a yard short. Crazy.
Lamar.
What was your number one takeaway from yesterday?
Just how they persevered and just grounded it out, just like Diego and Paul said. Like Hurts was cool as a clam, surveying the field, not doing like he did last year, rushing it, just doing what any good quarterback does, running when needed to, throwing the ball to his guys. I would have liked to seen the tight ends get more involved, but that's not the case. Maybe next week we could do that, but special teams, man, is still a concern to me.
Yeah, so that was that they were so Diego, my takeaways is kind of similar to you. As far as the Eagles can win a number of different ways. I mean, last week in Indy, we won a tough fought defensive game where the offense struggled. Yeah. This week, it was more high scoring. And I'll tell you, I was extremely impressed with the play calling. There was one play in particular. I believe Jalen ran for at least 40 or 50 yards. And on this particular play, it was a third down, and the play design was so unbelievably awesome. They had 3 tight ends to the left-hand side.
Yes,
if you remember this play, they had one guy to the right. What they did was they sucked in the defensive end made a mistake because he went around and took an outside rush, leaving that rushing lane for Jalen, and there was nobody on that side of the field.
Like the Red Sea, yeah.
So the bottom line is that was great play design. I like you. I'm very concerned about the special teams because this special teams is definitely going to in a big spot against Dallas Cowboys,
exactly.
49ers in particular, with as good a defense as San Francisco has, and San Francisco with Jimmy G, who even though they have a lot of talent, they don't put up a ton of points. You fuck up on a couple kickoffs, that's going to lose you. That's the difference between going to the Super Bowl or going home.
Yeah, but what do you think is such a what's so bad about the special teams that they can't get no yards on when they see the punts?
It's the kickoff.
Last night was the kickoff coverage. Green Bay was running the ball like the 50-yard line every time.
Yeah.
Your job when you're kicking off, those wedge breakers, the guys that are the first two, your job is to go down and blast that wall, blow it up.
Yeah, we get no pressure up there.
They're supposed to collapse that, basically like collapse the pocket, but they're not. And like Joey said, you got any guy who's good at returning, they're going right to the house. Like who's that kid? The kid from Minnesota on Thanksgiving. Stuff like that. We have to do a better job of properly tackling and collapsing that wall.
So we got to get down the punts. We got to get down the punts better. Is our punt returning good? I don't think so. But Covey hasn't turned the ball over.
He's a rookie. He's everybody's throwing him under the bus. Would I like a proven player? Yeah, but it's.
I mean, we can go back to Jalen Rager.
Yeah, but see,
he can't even field a punt. At least the dude Covey fields it and don't cough it up. So
yeah, he's smart about it. You're right. He's smart. He like instead of
but we also want to get. Well, he also try to get some good field position too, though.
I get the whole field position thing, but I feel like what kills you
issue now.
Right, your issue is the other side. We have to get down better. We have to stop letting big plays happen on our end. I'm okay with
only that
on the offensive end.
On the other end too, the tackling shitty. There's no like leader on that special teams, just like you have it on offense and defense. There's nobody. I would hope Kyron Johnson, the rookie who we got from Kansas, can be that player. But there's no like Mike Caldwell, Brian Mitchell, Ike Reese, and all that other shit. There's nothing.
You're right.
There's
even last year, I hated this dude because he played too much. But Singleton was a beast on special teams.
Yeah, tackle machine. That's what you want.
Well, we gotta get better because when we play Dallas, that kid that returns punts for them, kicks is really good.
Just don't give up the home run play. I'm all right with the rest of the special teams.
Yeah, but that's my
50-yard line.
I was going to say that's my point though. Green Bay on at least two of those drives last night, Green Bay only had to go from like the 40-some yard line, and then they went right down and scored. We're not in love. A lot of people in Philadelphia aren't in love with Jonathan Gannon's style of defense. But if you make the team go 75, 80 yards, there's a much higher probability of them fucking up than only going 55. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, we couldn't stop them even when they had to go the whole field yesterday.
Nah, we can say that, but it makes a huge difference though, because you're talking 2-3 more plays. You could have a holding penalty, you could have a sack. You know what I'm saying? It's a major thing because Green Bay did move the ball a lot, but there were a couple drives where we had some big sacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying our special teams is good. I'm just haven't killed us yet.
Special teams.
It's going to though. We got to do something.
Like Joey said, special teams kick return. Keyshawn Nixon, 5 of them for 172 yards, averaged 34.4 yards.
That's inexcusable. That's
big.
That's the shit that when you're the number 1 seed and you work your balls off all year and a team like San Francisco comes here, next thing you know, your fan base is upset as fuck because you're losing on a last-minute field goal because jerk-offs can't make a tackle. I have a solution for that. I got a solution for that.
Preach.
Why, if Jake Elliott's not going to kick the fucking ball in the end zone, I know you don't want to use a roster spot for it. Get somebody that could kick it out of the end zone and eliminate the kickoff returns.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It would be worth it.
Right. That's how you eliminate your problem. Get someone who can kick it in the back of the end zone like 60%, 70% of kickers do.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
simple fix. Don't let him go back.
And by the way, he missed the extra point again too.
Right.
And in the beginning, that was
what though? I'll tell you, he did hit a big field goal at the end. That was a big
57-yarder,
field goal.
but yeah,
I got some comments here. I got my man Matty B says Eagles only played one team 500 or better in November and lost to that one team. I will be on Broad Street claiming my spot in the parade. If you see, Matt, I just disagree with you, bro. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but they're 10-1. I mean, like I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can have an argument shitting on a team that's 10-1. I don't give a shit who they play. I mean, no other team in the NFL.
It's any given Sunday. You're still playing a professional team. You know, it's still a lot of upsets. You know, I mean, you still got to play. I mean, it's not the schedule is.
It's a tired argument.
There's our. I mean, finding holes on the team is one thing, but Eagles are the best team in the league right now.
Yep.
Let's be real. There's no team that just blows everybody out of the water. There's no Super Bowl champion that just has 17 blowouts. You're gonna have to win games last night. You're gonna have to win games like you did last week against Indy, against a team that everyone thinks we should smoke them, but in reality, I mean.
Well, so I got to be honest with you. I'm a huge Eagles fan, and I hope fellow Eagles fans don't strike me down for saying this, but in my heart of hearts, and I think the Eagles are a great team. I honestly think Kansas City's probably the best team in football. I hate to say it, but I do. I do, because it's good as Jalen Hurts is in a big time situation. I'd still put my money on Pat Mahomes. But that being said, Kansas City, to bring up Matt's point, Kansas City has 3 losses. The Eagles have 1.
Right.
And Kansas City. We've looked like shit in Indianapolis. Guess what? Kansas City lost in Indianapolis. We won. So
I'll tell you what,
it's a tired argument. This under 500 bullshit is a tired argument.
It's such a tired bullshit ass argument. Like great teams aren't. Baltimore lost to the Jaguars yesterday.
I know.
Like, let's be real. What are you talking about? Let's go through the schedule and really see what these teams are doing. They're losing to teams that aren't that good. Everyone takes their L's in the NFL. So only 2 undefeated seasons.
Yeah. Everybody thought the Rams were going to be Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. What kicked their ass?
Dude.
Injuries. The Beckham law. Von Miller. You know, I work with a dude that loves the Rams. I said, how's your Rams doing?
Yeah, they blow.
Good. They blow. You got Stafford. You got a guy, I think he's an undrafted rookie playing. I mean, they're just in shambles. But all in all, Eagles are 10-1, so let's move on.
Yeah, 10-1's 10-1. So I mean, you know,
just hold back now. But then we got Tennessee next. You got the Cowboys. Then you got the Giants, and you know, who are above 500. You got Washington above 500 again. So
I was talking to the UPS guy today at work, and he goes, "Man, have you listened to the radio today?" I said, "No." He said, "I haven't heard more people crying about a 10-1 team ever in my life." He said, "Just enjoy it."
Yeah, we're the only 10-1.
I mean, we're not a perfect team. We're not a perfect team, but we're the best team because KC ain't perfect. They got 3 losses. Last time I checked, Buffalo isn't perfect. We beat Minnesota. We beat the Cowboys. So in reality,
we didn't just beat Minnesota.
Like Kelsey said, nobody likes us.
We destroyed Minnesota.
Yeah, it's like having a cute girl, right? It's like having a cute girl with a great body, you know, treats you nice, cute face, and you know, you're having some seriously good relations, you know what I'm saying? To put it politically correct. And you're complaining because she's got a pimple on her ass. I mean, dude, seriously, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're 10-1. Like, big deal. She's got a pimple on her ass. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? Anybody gonna cry about that, John? No, exactly. 10-1. You're gonna keep smashing and move on. All right, so here we go.
What's up, Mike?
Mike Laura right here. You can check Mike out on Sunday mornings with Pat on this network, The Edge of Philly. Also Wednesday nights on the College Football, John, with us on the Out of Box Network. And also he's got a Mike's Locker Room on Thursday nights on that network. He says, "Sup, boys, man, F them Cowboys, can't wait to shut them bums out on Christmas Eve." I hear you on that, boy. Yep. Dog. Here we go right here. Our man Chris repeating says Brown better hold on the ball.
You know, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, back-to-back games, lost fumbles.
Bro.
He redeemed himself. He redeemed himself. He did his thing.
I think he was sick. He really shouldn't have played, like you said. He battled through, but like I was saying to Joey in a text, what's that? His second fumble. He needs to have more solid ball control. But he played, he balled out, and he toughed it out. So
right?
Yeah, you know.
I was gonna say I'm pissed about the fumble, but I mean I give him props for playing.
Absolutely.
Chris Rapizzi said, "Do the Eagles win if Hurts doesn't have legs?" Well, see,
does anybody win if they don't have legs though in this league? It feels like every quarterback has to be able to move.
Just gotta play smart football. Yeah, we can.
Even Lieutenant Dan got a pair of legs, right? Lieutenant Dan got new legs. You need new legs. You need legs to play, right? No, I'm just playing. But that's a part of our offense. You know what I mean? Like you could say the same thing about Baltimore. Like if Lamar Jackson didn't run, would they win? You know what I'm saying? It's the style of offense.
Lamar Jackson stinks, dude.
Talking about me with a novel. Hey, it's Pat Bernard with a novel. Let's read this.
Pat Bernard. Hurts' biggest challenge is coming Christmas Eve. Dallas is nasty. If he can have big success against that front four and the way our secondary is softened up, he's going to have to outduel Dak. If he can do that, to me, he's a head candidate for MVP, and there's no denying that. Well, he's definitely an MVP candidate. I think Mahomes.
It's up to him and Mahomes. Yeah, you look at it, break down that record, and those stats. Hurts has
got another comment here. Going back to the special teams, Cauldron of Stardust. Covey won't turn the ball over. Either. He's a guy who won't mess up, but he won't make something happen. I agree. I think he's a scrub, but another one. It's crazy. Cauldron of Stardust. It's crazy. The NFL has made touchbacks give more yards than it used to because they don't want kick returns for safety reasons. Normally, teams will take a knee and in the end zone and get it to 25, except when they're going against the Eagles. And Matty B is dying. He's going to die on that hill. He said, "Go ahead and keep talking yourselves into all that." Well, I am, Matt. I respect your opinion, but I just don't agree with it.
What the fuck would the Eagles have to do to be the best team in the league to this guy?
I don't know.
What would they do? What would they have to fucking do? Average 400 yards a game, 65 points a game, blow everybody out by 30? Because this guy, Matt Bernarzik, all he does is talk shit. A lot of shit. You know what I mean? Because that's some fucking bullshit. And we're being real. Let's be real. What does a team have to do to be good? Please fucking explain. Right. Tired of that bullshit.
You got a mic, drop it.
Jesus Christ. Every week with that same tired ass bullshit. Like, 2 Eagles are undefeated. People just waiting for him to lose a game so they can talk shit.
Yeah.
Fuck out of
here. Well, to your point, Tampa lost to the Browns. I mean, Tampa was favored yesterday.
Raiders, Seattle. Look at that game.
All right, and then
Josh Jacobs with that 86 from.
Here's my man Dave Yarno. You could check him out on the Patterson Avenue Fanatics, and he's also on some show. He's also on the We Dem Boy 215 Boys on the Out of Box Network. What's going on? Hey Dave, how you doing, bro? Looking forward to Christmas Eve. That'll be a great game. And you're getting cold. I can't. But it's messed up. I can't even talk shit on the Cowboys because I really do think Eagles Cowboys are on a collision course. I really do. And
I agree. Dallas to me is the second best team in the NFC.
I agree. That's what I think. If
I smell football, baby.
I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles and Dallas are extremely evenly matched. And if they played. Honestly, I feel like if Eagles and Dallas played 10 times, you might have to go 11th. It might be
it's a 5-5 series. I agree.
Both teams are extremely evenly matched. Chris Rapizzi here, he says, y'all hear about I guess he's talking about AJ Brown. Yeah, his eye was messed up.
He threw up from throwing up from puking.
Yeah, Chris Rapizzi, damn, bro, he's going off. Yeah, gets passionate. Here we got Cauldron of Stardust. He says, asking if Hurts wins without his legs is like asking if Nolan Ryan could have had so many no-hitters without his fastball. Like it's a part of what makes him a special player. You can't dismiss it. I agree with that. I think we all kind of agree with that. Yeah, I think even Chris agrees with that. I think he was just asking. Here's Paul. Here's Paul Spencer. He says, I don't always agree with Diego. But he's 100% right. They are the best team in the NFL, and you know what team I rep. Paul Spencer, yeah, you could check him out. He's a Cowboys fan, and he does 215 Boys on the Out of Box Network, and it's a great show. I recommend even Eagles fans to check it out because it's good to get their perspective. Got my man Wayne Miller. He says, "What's up, fellas? Sorry I'm late. Big win last night. Thanks for checking out, Wayne. Totally agree."
Yeah, man.
Matt Bizarjic, he says, "Bring it on, big boy." And then he says,
"That's not answering the question, though."
And then he says, "Deal with the difference of opinion or get off."
It's not a difference. If you think 100 people right now ask them who the best team in the league
back and forth, bro.
80 are saying Eagles. What you mean? It's not a difference of opinion. It's your a way different opinion.
I like the what do you call it? I think it's great, man. Honestly, Matt, I like it, to be honest with you, bro. I like I like the difference of opinion because if the Eagles do win, it'll be that much more sweet. You know what I mean?
Like
to keep it real, you know, I mean, Matty B does a great job. So, you know,
if we go there on Christmas Eve, whatever, and we sweep them this year, then the argument's going to be, oh, well, Dak didn't play that first game, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's
backup quarterback this. Oh, they played this and that. Blah, blah. So is every team in the NFL. They all play the same shit.
Yeah.
Put your big boy pants on and play.
Here's the thing. Like I said, Matty B is entitled to his opinion, and we take all opinions here.
We're all Eagles fans. So at the end of the day, Matty B wants the Eagles to win just as much as I do. His opinion could be different than mine. It don't even matter.
But here's an interesting point though. Matty goes win the freaking Super Bowl. Okay, I agree. But bro, this is to you, Matt. You have a 1 in 32 chance of winning the Super Bowl, bro. So like you have a 32-1 chance of being right. You know what I'm saying? It's like think about it. You got a 1 in 32 chance of winning a Super Bowl. So if Matty B's opinion has a much higher probability of being right than one of us saying we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly, 100%. Right.
You know what I mean?
We're going with one team. Of course, you're picking the field. You got the better chance.
Right. We got Wayne Miller here.
Yep.
Who are you more upset with, special teams player or the defense allowing 33 points? Me, it's the special teams.
Special teams.
Because they played a part in them 33 points.
You got to tackle. And if you're not tackling, you're SOL, man. I mean, regardless.
Chris Rapizzi, Eagles won the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. Don't forget.
Yeah.
That's true. But you know what, though? We had special circumstances. Our backup quarterback was packing like 10 inches. You know what I'm saying? Big Dick Nick, dude. He was out there slinging it. I mean, think about it. Was there a more ballsy team out there in that Super Bowl? You had Dougie P, who needs a fucking wheelbarrow for his fucking balls, right? And then you got BDN out there who's got his like teammates are like, damn, bro, stay away from my girl. You know what I'm saying?
But both of them ain't shit without each other and the Eagles, though.
I know, ain't that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what makes it more memorable.
You know what though? Just to get at Dougie P though, Diego, I follow Jacksonville to a point. I mean, I'm a Dougie P fan, you know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence to me has kind of looked, I don't want to say trash, but like he really hasn't taken that step. Do you think that yesterday
I was gonna say if a step was gonna be taken, it better have been yesterday. You know what I mean? Because if he just has that great comeback win and then just resorts back to what he's been for all the games prior to last game, then it's just like, all right, that's a nice performance. But is that what you're going to give me? A nice performance every now and then? Because we didn't draft you number one. He was the most hype quarterback I can ever remember of.
Dude, he was more hyped than like Peyton Manning coming in.
Yeah, he's the most hyped.
Yeah.
Since I can remember, he's the most hyped quarterback ever of all time. He was supposed to be LeBron James. And right now, he looked like, I don't know.
I
was really surprised they called that a touchdown, though. I mean, it was a great throw. No, don't get me wrong. But to me, it didn't look like he had both in.
Well, you know what the call was?
He tapped his foot twice.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because he didn't. I know because letter of law, he didn't get 2 feet in. He got his right foot down, and then he got his
He
heel
didn't drag
down.
it. Oh, so
I think they said that consisted of 2 feet. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
I feel like as it kind of should. No one says what 2 feet is. You just got to get 2 feet down. If my right taps twice, that's 2 touches on the field.
If
Yeah.
they're in, yeah. Like what they teach you is that drag that ballerina step, the slide step, get those bad boys in. If not, then you're SOL.
It's impossible. You can't train yourself to tap your right foot twice in that kind of circumstance. He got lucky.
Mhm.
Like that's how his body moved. You know what I mean?
I still can't believe for a good football team, does anybody blow more leads than the Baltimore Ravens? My God, like you look at their 4 losses,
Yeah.
and just about every single one of them, they should have won the damn game. Every single one.
They shit the bed. You're right. Yeah.
Lamar doesn't come up big, dude.
I don't think he's quarterback savvy.
Me neither. Exactly. I don't think he's quarterback material. Like he's got a great arm.
Yeah.
Got great legs.
Yeah, and legs. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
not a good decision maker.
Yeah. Exactly. That is right. Decision making. He shits the bed.
Yeah, but in all fairness, though, can you blame yesterday on Lamar because Lamar hits Deshaun Jackson on a 65-yard bomb, which was like a perfect pass.
Mm-hmm.
Then he scores a touchdown, and then like I agree with you on some of them other games, but yesterday I can't blame Lamar. Lamar moved them down the field.
He did, but what was the final score? 2019?
I'm trying to find out.
No, it was higher than that, but they lost though. You know what I mean? All right, here we go.
I just feel like he has to do more for that team.
It was 28-27.
27.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Cauldron of Stardust. Special teams 100% more and fewer. Hang on a second. I got a comment here. Matty B, because I'm going to tell him I'll go on a show anytime. Here we go. Matty B, if any of you Yahoos want to come on my show and debate, let me know. Just remember, a difference of opinion is encouraged, you homers. Well, first off, Matty B. So, all right, so you brought it there. So I'll go on your show any day and debate you. All right, number one. Anytime you want me on that show, dude, I'll be bringing that. So you just let me know. I'll go on there anytime and debate you. And I love a difference of opinion. I just happen to think your opinion's like dead ass wrong. So, there's that. But yeah, I'll go on your show anytime, bro. Anytime you want, man. Any of us.
I think I got 2 years of podcast and I ain't no homer. If they blow, I let you know they blow. You guys know that. I'm not going to be like, this is my team. Fuck out of here with that shit. If they blow, they blow. But you're being fucking full of shit because I'll say when they fucking blow, and I'm not retarded. Like I know when they're good. So,
well, to Matt's point, Diego and I actually before this season, and I'll admit we were dead wrong. We thought we didn't think Jalen Hurts was going to take that step. In fact, you and I were saying, dude. We would have looked like fucking idiots because we said we would have traded for Russell Wilson. Dude,
I was gonna say I wanted Russell Wilson.
Who's with her?
What's that?
I wanted Russell Wilson. How dumber could I have been?
Exactly.
And who's good?
I was like willing to take anybody over Jalen Hurts. I was talking about drafting a quarterback.
You also said Gardner Minshew too. You said I think.
No, I didn't go that far. I'm trying to put that in my mouth.
I'm sorry. That's me.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, like you said, we're 10-1, man. We got to enjoy.
Or Matt can come on our show too and debate if he wants to.
He can come.
You know what?
Come on now.
Hey, Matt, I'll send you a link right now if you want.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody's welcome on the Sully squad. So, we
love talking shit on the Sully squad.
I was gonna say, I'll invite you right now if you want. If you want to hop on, bro, because everybody's invited. Am I still on, or I just fucked this up?
No,
our feelings don't get hurt in the Sully squad.
No, I was saying, man, we love different opinions, and I like I said, man, I respect Matt. I respect Matty's opinion. He does a great show. I respect everybody's opinion. You know what I mean? But I just, like you said, though, I just don't know. You know, the team is 10. The team is 10-1. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't understand how we can shit on a 10-1 team. Like I do. I understand his point to a degree. Like I even say we're 10-1, but I'm not sitting here as a homer saying we're the best team.
No.
As a football fan, I think we're equal to Dallas. I think Kansas City might be a little bit better than us. How does that make me a homer? I mean, am I a homer for saying we're top 3, 4? I mean, shit, we are 10-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so we got a comment here. Chris Rapizzi.
That's why we don't talk about the Flyers on this show. I can't take the Flyers.
Next,
Yeah.
10
I'll lose it.
losses. Let's go. Eagles.
I'll lose it. They're like on a 10-game losing streak.
No, win streak. Oh, I'm sorry,
They're-
losing streak.
Yeah.
They're doing exactly what I want them to win. What I want them to do because they blow. Get that draft pick, tank, break out the hanky. Who's the fucking hockey version of hanky? Hire him. Except instead of hanky, you couldn't draft to save his fucking balls. Hire somebody that can actually pick players. Because that's the thing. People like Tinky. They like practically sucked his bird. Well, these hanky lovers, but then he drafted like Jalil Okafor.
Michael Carter.
Yeah.
So let's actually hit on the picks, please. Paul Spencer.
Don't let Chuck Fletcher pick. That dude can't hit on nothing. That dude is trash.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he blows. All right, here we go. Paul Spencer goes. He goes, I think Sunshine is all hype. That draft class, Sunshine, Wilson, Lance Fields, and Jones. Yeah, that's not looking too great right now. Although Justin Fields actually at least showing something.
He gets that shoulder right, he'll be all right.
Cauldron of Stardust. See, he was an idiot right along with us. He says, I was wrong about Hurts. And yes, I also wanted Russ.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody's entitled
what
to
the hell happened to Russell Wilson? He blows.
I don't know, but he almost got the shit kicked out of him by the defensive lineman yesterday.
Yeah, Purnell,
That
man.
dude-
He wanted
That
to
dude was ready to give him some hands.
he's speaking his mind, man. He's probably telling him, get your head out of your ass. You ain't playing up to par, and let's get it.
Russell Wilson stinks.
Yeah, he's not with it, man.
See, look, another guy, Adam Glenn, he didn't believe in Hurts. I think a lot of us were hoping, but you know.
I didn't believe in Hurts at all. Now I'm 100% sold on Hurts. Like you got to sign him long term. He needs an extension. He's our guy. He's our franchise quarterback. I really feel like he's took that next step this year. I'm the first one to say it.
All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to get caught up on some comments here. We got Cauldron of Stardust, Matt. That's awesome. Let's see here. That's what it's all. Hey, you know what? That's what it's all about, man. Isn't this what sports is about, though? Seriously, like what else in life can you have conversations like you wouldn't have an argue like a really good show. Like I love TV shows, right? Like a good TV show.
It's all about good debate.
But we wouldn't be having this argument over like fucking what's the show we all watch?
Power.
Breaking Bad.
Power. Yeah. Power's the shit, but we wouldn't be sitting there like, oh, you know, we would just be like, yo, it was a fire ass show. You know what I mean? Or I'd be like, oh, I can't believe that motherfucker got clipped. You know, or like The Sopranos, where that fucking dude Johnny Cakes was blowing the dude and he wound up getting killed. You know what I mean? What else would we talk about? You know?
Mm-hmm.
We got Wayne Miller here. He says people would be jumping off the bridge if we had to deal with Russell's play. There would be a line on the Ben Franklin. Yeah,
I'd be first. I'd be first. I jumped off at first already.
Chris Rapizzi. I don't know, but it feels like the city not riding with the Eagles as much as they were when we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think give it like another 2. I think come Christmas time, everybody's going to be on board. It's going to be like Christmas gift.
It's always hard to believe. As an Eagles fan, it's really hard for me to believe that we're the best team in the league this year. That wasn't my expectation coming into this year, and I'm just waiting to get hurt. You know what I mean? I'm like waiting to get hurt. But I keep telling myself, like, no, I'm not going to wait to get hurt. We're 10-1 every week. We keep on winning. Like, let's hop on this bandwagon. Let's ride it as far as we can.
True.
You know what? Can Can we do a therapy session on Matty B? Who hurt him? Who hurt Matty B?
Howie
Top
Roseman.
four.
Howie
Howie
Roseman.
Roseman.
When he drafted Jalen Rager, that was it.
Yeah.
That
we
was
have
it.
a
I
doll.
can't take it anymore.
Wait, if I had a doll, I'd be like, where on this doll did Howie Roseman hurt you? Right?
Right here.
Yeah. Come on.
Nah, you know what though? To Chris's point, I think part of it might be the Phillies run. I mean, let's keep it real. The Phillies just got done playing like 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Wait! I just got breaking news.
Embiid started tonight.
Joel Embiid will be starting against the Hawks.
I just got the same thing. Popped up on top of my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that foot feels better.
Oh, here we got another Flyers fan. I may as well watch the Flyers in the penalty chair. They're painful. Flyers games are outright painful to watch. Well, just so you know,
In a dental chair.
Hold up though. We're having some fun with our man Matty B. But just so you know, Matty B does a great job. All you Flyers fans out there, air your grievances on Clear the Ice. Matty B does a post-game show. And
and clear the ice.
Yeah, it's like fucking Festivus every night on that show. This team sucks. All right, Chris Peasy, 10-1. This team city should be nice. Totally agree with that, John. Paul Spencer, he says that he thinks the top teams overall are Chiefs, Eagles, Cowboys, Dolphins, and Vikings. You know what? That's a good point. You know, we keep forgetting the Dolphins, and I'll tell you what, the only game
I don't know why we keep forgetting it.
Well, the only games the Dolphins lost is when Tua didn't play the whole game. They're undefeated when Tua plays the whole game.
Yep.
But that's with thoughts about the 49ers and with McCaffrey staying healthy. Yeah, well,
I would put the 49ers in the top five.
Not even just McCaffrey. Not even just McCaffrey. The defense been shutting out people too.
Yeah. Frank Warner. I mean, even the secondary. Yeah. I mean,
to me, the Vikings are a good team, but they're not. I don't think they're worthy of that top five.
Yeah,
because I don't believe in Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but I guess you got to put them there because their record.
You do.
But I agree with you. Well, you know what? Big game next weekend. Niners Dolphins. That's going to be a big. That's going to be
a great game.
Yeah. Big measuring stick game next week. Yeah. Here we go. Wayne Miller. Some people are waiting to see if we sweep the Cowgirls and at least split with the not so Giants. Then I think the mood elevates even more.
You know what? Yeah.
I think he's probably right.
You know what? I mean, listen. Obviously, I want to beat the Cowboys. If we lose to the Cowboys, we still hold. We hold 2 games on them right now, right? 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Only 2. And the
2 games.
All right. Can I tell you the scary thing though? And there's a scenario that scares the shit out of me, and I'll tell you what it is. So our losses to Washington, okay? Well, the Dallas already swept the Giants. So if we find a way to lose one other game and Dallas beats us on Christmas Eve, Dallas holds tiebreaker over us because our losses to if Dallas wins out on the division and they beat us on Christmas Eve, conceivably they could win the division at 14-3, and we're a wild card team at 14-3 because they would hold tiebreaker because they would be 1 game ahead of us in the division because of our loss to Washington. So if you really think about it,
sounds like we need that win then.
Yeah, that you know, if you really think, and Dallas's next 3 games are shit. Who the hell do they play? I know they play. I think they play Jacksonville. Yeah, I think they play Jacksonville next. If memory serves me right, I could be wrong, but their next 3 games are like pretty easy. So which scares me because
Colts, Texans,
it's Colts. That's
Colts,
right.
Texans, Jags.
That's
Eagles,
what it is.
Titans.
Yeah, their next 3 games.
Commanders.
Colts, Texans, Jags, bro.
Yeah, that's 3-0.
That's 3 wins right there. Now, if we slip up one time, that game on Christmas Eve is for the division.
Yeah.
Now, how much would it blow to only have 3 losses and not win the freaking division?
Yeah, that would suck.
You know.
You know?
Now, Vikings,
not even hold on. Not even get a home game, right?
You know what it would be like? It would be like that year. Do you remember that year the Saints had to play at Seattle,
Yeah.
the Marshawn Lynch game?
Yeah.
So Marshawn Lynch,
Where he
Seattle
broke off the big run?
Yeah, Seattle was 7-9, and New Orleans, I think, was like 12-4 or 13-3. But somebody else won the division, and they got boned. They had to go on the road, and they wound up losing. So can you imagine being a Saints fan? You know?
Yeah, no.
So there was some, but you know what though? It wasn't all good news from last night though, because unfortunately, we had a huge injury. What's anybody hear any updates about the safety?
He said he's going to be
Charles Johnson.
Yeah.
I have him in my dynasty league, and no updates on him yet.
Yeah, because what's his face? Blankenship played well last night, but Gardner Johnson's going to be a huge loss. I mean, if he's out, he led the league in interceptions. You know what I mean? So that's a big time loss for us. You know,
Gardner Johnson feels like an extended absence is coming for Eagle star safety due to the injury. He posted on Instagram.
Yeah, but
The severity, I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm wondering. I mean, to me, it looked like he broke a rib, probably.
Yeah, because the way he hit that guy, and he just stood there momentarily, and then it all hit him like a punch to the gut.
Well, he always just tries. He hits everybody with everything he got. Everybody.
Yeah, damn right.
That dude's a hitter. He just likes to hit. You could tell right away something went through his body. He felt it. He's hurt.
And it went right in the stomach area.
Yeah. So, but you just hope. I mean, extended period of time. I mean, you hope it's not the season. Maybe it's like 4 weeks, 5
But
weeks.
Blankenship played good though. And when he came in,
He did. He was cool in the pocket. You know, he surveyed the area.
Yeah, here we go. If Cowboys run table and Eagles and Dallas tie, Dallas hold division record with 5-1. That's insane, but it's crazy. Both teams are definitely making playoffs, trillions this year. Yeah, well, possible trillion. Yeah, well. By the way, that Giants Dallas game was like the most watched game in like ever or whatever.
Yeah.
Eagles need one more win to clinch a playoff spot.
Yeah, right.
And we're getting Jordan Davis back for this Sunday's game too, which is
nice.
Which is going to be nice heavy rotation.
Yeah,
front line.
Well, this guy, the Cauldron of Stardust, he said, I remember that year where the Saints had to play Seattle in Seattle, despite having a much better record. My brother called an outright Seahawks win. I lost money on him. I lost money to him on that game. Yeah, that's true. And then Paul Spencer, the trilogy. Yeah, I mean, well, can I tell you another scary thing? So, loser of the Eagles, loser of the NFC East.
Yep.
Is probably going to be the 5 seed if it's Eagles or Dallas. Well, San Francisco. Wait, would San Francisco be the 4 seed? Wait, let's think. Top 3 seeds would be, San Francisco would be the 4 seed, I believe, right?
So you got to go there and play.
Oh no, I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. San Francisco would be the 3 seed. Tampa Bay and that shitty South would be the 4 seed. Never mind. Okay, no, because. For a minute there, I was thinking it might be San Francisco in the first round. But either way, even though Tampa Bay don't look that good, you'd have to beat Tom Brady in Tampa the first round.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to that.
It's a rematch of last year.
Well, we got to keep winning, man. We got to avoid that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but all right. Well, I want to move on to a little bit of Sixers before we get out of here. So. Here we go. Hang on 1 second. Got one more comment. Wayne Miller loved Blankenship making the pick, but he took a bad angle on the Watson touchdown and could not catch him. Wallace made a play or two also, didn't he? Yeah, just without it's a major drop off.
Yeah.
Let's see. Eagles, Vikings, Niners, Bucks, Cowboys, Giants, Seahawks right now. Yeah. Well, no, Actually, Washington overtook the Seahawks. Chris Rapizzi.
Exactly.
Don't worry about that crap. No,
exactly.
I hear you. Pat Bernard, I need Diego to pop on my show Sunday. I want to hear him go off on the Flyers. I leaned into them yesterday. Yeah, the Flyers are so irrelevant, and this is coming from a guy who used to love hockey. I mean, I used to love hockey, dude. I remember, Paul, you remember when we used to play hockey on the street hockey, and we put the net on top of the car, and we'd go over and watch the Lindros LeClaire playoff games?
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
What are they?
yeah. I mean, the Flyers used to be huge in this city. Now it's like
Legion of Doom?
Yeah, now they're behind pocketball. Now I feel like more people would rather watch pocketball.
Pickleball.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. So, all right. So before we get out of here, I want to get into some Sixers, but next week's game versus the Titans. Just initial thoughts, worries, predictions. What are you guys thinking next week?
The Titans?
Yeah.
Got to contain King Henry.
Yeah.
Can we stop the run? You win.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And coverage on the tight ends. You got Hooper and the other guy. I don't know his name, but just contain him. Play smart football. No dumb penalties, and we'll win.
Yeah, and with Jordan Davis, see the thing about the Titans is the Titans don't score a ton of points. So that's the thing about the Titans. The Titans
scrappy.
The Titans are a scrappy team. I mean, when they're playing, in fact, yesterday was the first time in about 7 weeks they gave up over 20 points. So the Titans play excellent defense. They run the ball. So we definitely, hopefully, Jordan Davis is back for that game because we definitely could use him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Green Bay didn't run the ball all that much. Expect King Henry to run it like 10 times that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And watch out for Treylon Burke. Who else? There's a couple other guys like unsung heroes.
They got Robert Woods.
Yeah,
who's nice. They got Derek Evans and Monter. Treylon Burke is really starting to come on. Burks is really starting to come on. And Titans defense is a solid defense. They're always a solid defense.
You gotta watch that guy Simmons. That kid Simmons is a beast up front. I think he's their
defensive tackle. Yeah.
So just play smart football, man.
All right.
Bring it.
So, but we'll be recapping that game next week. I think the Eagles win a tight game, like a 23-16 type thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a
gritty game.
Yeah, it's a gritty ass game. And like you said, man, the good thing about the Eagles is they can win different styles. But let's get into a team that's winning some games, kind of unexpectedly with as banged up and they are, and that's our Philadelphia 76ers. Paul, you brought up some breaking news about 15 minutes ago that Joel Embiid's back tonight. So that's encouraging. I mean, last week a 3-1 week. Shake Milton stepping up big time, backup stepping up, and well, first off, what did you guys think of the game when Ben Simmons came back?
We won.
And what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great win, right? And even though Ben didn't play bad, he did it again. He didn't show up in the fourth quarter. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. Dude's always going to be that bum when it comes fourth quarter. And I'm not upset we don't have him anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
He's like a guy. He's like, you know what? There's nothing really impressive about his numbers. He's like a guy that goes to the bar and picks up a girl that's like a 2. They have the saying they're like a 2 at 10, but they're all 10 at 2. He's like the guy that picks up the stunt cock that picks up like the beat girl at 2 a.m. and then at the end, you know what I mean? At the end, he's talking about all these girls he gets, and you're just like, okay, dude, yeah, good for you. You know what I mean? Like that's like Ben Simmons, dude. He's got 11, 11, 11. And then you go, okay, wow, great, dude. Good for you. Let's give you the little golf clap. Did you win? No. Did you put up points in the fourth quarter? No. Okay, nice job. You really were a big factor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just not. He doesn't scare me. I guess what I'm saying is a lot of the vitriol that we had towards him to me is kind of done because I don't really. He's like if the Nets win, he's just a supporting cast player.
Yeah.
They're not going to win because of him. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right.
So Wayne Miller got a comment here. He says Sixers backups are earning their pay. Nicely done, fellas. Yeah. So
Can I say something? PJ Tucker is trash.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm okay. Yeah, he's all right on defense. He's all right on defense, and he hustled a couple balls, bro. You're getting $30 million a fucking year. Are you joking me right now?
This city has a tendency to sign guys way too old at past their prime.
Yeah, like what is? I said it right when
it's uncanny. It's uncanny.
It was a horrible signing. It was a horrible signing when they made it.
I mean, I don't say
everyone who said it was a good signing is seeing how horrible of a signing it was. It's a terrible signing.
Too much money, definitely.
It's horrible.
Christopher Peasy, Tucker, like 4 games, like 2 points.
Yeah.
I thought, wasn't that the whole problem?
Yeah, dude, he played like 30 minutes at one time. Had like 0 points at 1 point.
Thibault don't score. We need another player. Thibault don't score. Let's replace Thibault with a guy who can score fucking less.
Yeah. Wayne Miller, has Tucker won like 5-6 games in a row with 0 points? Yeah.
He got 2.
Listen, no argument on PJ Tucker, although they are, like you said earlier today, though, Diego, they are plus with him on the floor. And yes, we could waste our time shitting on PJ Tucker, but I'd rather look at the guys that are playing well, like George Niang's playing well, Milton's playing well, Melton's playing well.
I did say that earlier. We are +7 with PJ Tucker on the floor. But are we even more of a plus with a guy who can actually score some points? A guy who's playing next to Embiid and a guy who's playing next to all our stars? Are we even more of a plus? Because he's hurting so bad.
Tucker don't even take any shots, I don't think.
No, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Like for all that shit talking this city that did to replace Thibault with a guy who can score less when the whole problem with Thibault was not scoring doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
No.
So like now I watch the Sixers and I watch them pissed off because I feel like the same problem we had last year is just going to bear their head again come playoff time. We're going to have a player on the court that's like playing 5 and 4, 5 on 4. And what have we been saying for the last 3 years? With Ben, we played 5 on 4. With Thibault and Niang, we played 5 on 4. And now with PJ Tucker, we're playing 5 on 4 on one side of the floor.
All right, I agree with you. But to play devil's advocate, Tucker did a really good job on KD last week. KD for the first time in like a number of games. I forget the amount of points, but I think he was under 25 for like the first time in like 20-some games.
You're right, and we don't win that game without Tucker. You're right, we don't win that game without Tucker. Does Tucker do that enough in a playoff series to beat KD?
Okay, but
probably not.
All right, but to play devil's advocate, with the depth that the Sixers team has, when you have a Harden, Maxey, and Embiid, you get Tobias Harris involved, then you bring in a Melton off the bench, and Niang could pop you a 3. Daniel House could pop you a 3. Yes, I agree with you that PJ Tucker looks like trash right now, but the Sixers got a lot of guys that could put the ball in the bucket. So,
but you're losing a floor spot for all them guys that can put the ball in the bucket when PJ Tucker's out there, which is 30 minutes a game.
And you gave someone 37, fucking $30 million.
30 minutes a game. So now I gotta play all these guys less that look like they can contribute because we pay him $30 million a year and he has to play 30 minutes because his defense is good. So is Thibault for quarter that price.
Well, it still was a terrible signing, but he gets 10. He gets $10 million a year. He gets $30 million over the course of 3 years.
10 over 3 years, $30 million contract was still way. What do you think he's worth?
Not 10 million right now. Probably
maybe 15.
What's that?
Maybe 5 a year.
We paid him 30. He's worth maybe 15.
Yeah, I hear you, but again. I get everything you're saying about PJ Tucker. He started off really bad, But I do think in the playoff, when the playoffs come, he'll make you a few big plays. And also, the thing is, if you didn't get PJ Tucker, I don't know who else they would have got, because Harden took less money because he wanted to bring his boys in here. Now, we can debate that and say maybe that wasn't really worth it. But the bottom line is, though, I'd rather have PJ Tucker here and Daniel House here than Harden have an extra $14 million. So you know what I'm saying? Because what do I give a shit if Harden has an extra $14 million? You know,
I hear you. I don't think it helped our cause much.
See, I think it will. I think it's early in the year. I think the guy looks like shit right now. And so I have no argument. The guy looks like shit right now. But in a big spot, I know he's the kind of guy that could like annoy the shit out of. Maybe he can get right up on KD a few minutes a game. So maybe annoy the shit out of him, draw technical, do something small.
Right, he could play a role.
So
he can play a role.
Yeah.
He's not getting played. He's not getting paid to play a little role. He's getting paid to be a starter and play 30 minutes. We need a little bit more of a role from you.
Well, that may need to change. I mean, showing the depth that these guys have, that may need to change. Maybe as the year goes on, maybe he does need to play a little bit less minutes, if for nothing else, to keep him fresh for the playoffs. I mean, the guy is 37 years old. You know what I mean?
True.
So, all right. So we talked about. So we were 3-1 last week. What do you guys think of tonight's game? It's second half of a back-to-back. We're finally 2 games over 500. We got Embiid coming back. Got Atlanta coming to town. What do you guys think of tonight's game?
I like the Hawks tonight, if I'm being honest.
Just because the second half of a back-to-back?
Second half of a back-to-back, and I feel like all these guys have been used to playing one way for the last couple games, and now they're going to have to integrate Embiid back. So maybe there's a little bit like of a, like a change of pace.
No, I think you pull it out.
Pull it out. Okay. I hope so. What do you think?
I'm with Diego. I think the Hawks.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's a tough spot because like you said, second half of a back-to-back. Shake Milton's been playing great. Melton's been playing great, but let's keep it real. They're playing a lot more minutes than they're used to playing. So you wonder if the back-to-back and the fatigue.
In the tank,
what's this? Let's see. They played Tuesday and Wednesday. Then they had off Thursday. So that's 2. And then they played Friday. So they played like 5 out of like 6 nights or something like that. That's a lot of basketball. So all right. So tonight's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah.
I guess I want to get ready to wrap it up here. Real quick, what do you guys think of the Monday night game? We got Pittsburgh at the Colts. I think the Colts are favored by 2.5. Any thoughts on the game tonight?
Colts.
I don't know. I like the way Kenny Pickett's been playing. So I think, and then we held them to Colts last week 16 points. So I think Pittsburgh wins this one. I think Pickett has a good game.
Well,
I'm kind of with Paul. Pittsburgh got TJ Watt back. Another week came back in the lineup. Pickett ain't playing too bad. I think the Steelers will win this game.
Yeah, and the Colts are going to be down 2 starting linebackers. Leonard's out for the year, and then the other guy,
Leonard's out.
Franklin's out, might be out. So
yeah.
I just need the Steelers to stay within 8.5. I have them on the last part of a teaser. Not a lot of money, but I'd win like $50. So just don't lose by 9. That's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? And trying to think what else. Shoot, I just had so anyway, yeah. Should I even waste my time talking about the Flyers here? Newsflash, they suck. 10 in a row. Anybody want to talk about the Flyers? They blow.
There's nothing to talk about.
No, I haven't.
You go on Matty B show to do that.
Paul, I know you're a Flyers guy, but
I haven't been watching. To tell you the truth, I really haven't even been home. To tell you the truth, all week. So
yeah, what's what's more exciting to watch, the Flyers or like counting?
I'd rather watch paint dry right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's nothing else on now at this point, say, Sixers are off and whatever, I'll turn it on. If I'm not doing anything, I'll turn it on. But right now, it's kind of hard to watch.
Right now, I'm at the point where I'm picking a movie or a show over the Flyers.
You're watching Hallmark. Be honest, dude. You're watching.
I'm picking that over the Flyers right now.
No.
I'm picking Hallmark flicks over the Flyers right now.
No, he has Lifetime, dude.
Either one.
Hey, you know what though? You know what though? As a Flyers fan,
That's what you want.
This is what I want. I want a direction. I want a direction. I want a direction with this franchise. Blow this thing the fuck up. Blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yep.
Christopher Peasy, Lifetime movie with his wife. Hey man,
Exactly.
hey, if you're gonna stay married, dude, if you're gonna watch football on Sundays and you're gonna occasionally watch the Sixers, if you got to give something up, give up the team that's tanking. You know what I mean? Because let's keep it real, man. If you want to actually stay married, you can't watch like every single game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to work for the marriage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Joe,
Right.
before we get out of here real quick,
What's
what
that?
do you think about the Jets and Mike White and Zach Wilson? The controversy there now, you think?
Well, I don't see how. Mike White's got to be the guy at least for a few more weeks. I mean, he looked really good last week.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach Wilson's looked trash.
Ain't no going back now. Honestly, I think that was, even though they got the win and they want to compete, to me, that was a terrible coaching decision. You drafted a guy number 2 to pull for a guy who was also drafted in the same draft. To me, that was a terrible decision and might have just killed Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Terry Bradshaw said, you gotta.
Yeah, but I hear you though, Diego. But from what
they
I
have,
understand,
they have a playoff caliber defense, and they're wasting it on the inept quarterback. So they had to do something. They'll win record, so they want to make the playoffs.
I know they had. I get it, but it's a franchise. Just the NFL's not played by you.
They've been getting quarterbacks wrong for years, man.
I don't know.
Darnold, let's go down the line.
I think you just turn Zach. You doing something like this could turn Zach Wilson into another Sam Darnold. So now he's wasting your pick. And let's be real, Mike White ain't no starting quarterback in this league. He had a good game against the Bears. He had one good game last year that everybody was like, Mike White. Yes, that dude's garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you on that, but I hear you on that. But Zach, but the problem is though is that supposedly Zach Wilson lost the locker room, and the coach
about the defense.
The coach.
So what do you think? Is it time to trade him then?
I don't think they're going to trade him yet, but
if he lost it this year, why don't they lose it next year?
Well, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, we'll have to see. Hopefully the Jets do us a solid and beat the Vikings. Yo, root for White this coming week because we could use some help.
I was reading about it, and the coach said he lost all his like mechanics. Like all his mechanics are off, and he said it's real. He said it's really bad.
Sounds like confidence, and then he just took more of his confidence.
That's what Bradshaw said. His confidence and his game planning is totally out the door.
All right, ready? Who said it? I think Ryan Clark said on ESPN. When you have a young quarterback like Zach Wilson, and he's having a confidence issue, right?
Yeah.
Don't you want him to play against a shitty-ass Chicago Bears defense? And that's the kind of game you can, get your confidence going with? Instead, you benched him.
I hear you, but like I said, from what I was reading up there, the players were really pissed off with him. They didn't like how he handled last week's game, and the defense has been balling out. Sauce Gardner was interviewed. He said yesterday was like the first time they had a chance to chill all year, basically, because Mike White put up some points.
I hear both sides, and I feel like both opinions are right. You know what I mean? You're like, you can look at it either way, and you're like, all right, I get it. So they want to win now, and Salah made that move, and they won.
So
My opinion could make or break the Jets for the next couple of years.
we'll see what happens. We're going to get ready to close it out here. Pat Bernard says, since the butt fumble, Mark Sanchez. Isn't that funny? Everybody shits on Mark Sanchez, but Mark Sanchez is actually one of the better quarterbacks the Jets had.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Him, Chad Pennington.
You could say what you want about Sanchez. They were a defensive team, got them the 2 straight AFC championship games. So,
Yep.
you know.
Chad Pennington.
But
that says a lot then.
yeah, but we're going to get ready to get out of here. But before we do, let's give a shout out to our sponsors here. Anybody out there with some legal issues, check out our man David R. Cherry Esquire, workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury, criminal law, www.cherryinjurylaw.com. So make sure you check him out. Any injury, any problems there?
Gatehouse.
Yeah, check out Philly Sports Trips. They do a great job. Their next one is the New York Giants one on the 12/11, but I believe that's sold out. They have Chicago 12/18, and of course Dallas on Christmas Eve. And then also you could go down to the Gatehouse for Birds Tailgate on games that are here. So check that out. Edge of Philly Sports and the Painted Lines, www.eopsports.com. They do a pregame show, halftime show, and a postgame show. So make sure you check that out. And here is the graphic for this week. Make sure you check out all the shows on Edge of Philly Sports. Like I said, there's something for everybody here. So make sure you check it out. Didn't get a chance to do the old school last week, but we're doing the old school this week. So Sunday on Friday night at 7. So make sure you check us out there. I can't find the. I guess the graphic's not there, but anyway, yeah. So we're gonna get ready to roll here. Paul, I know tomorrow night for any of you fantasy football fans out there. Make sure you check out my man Paul's Fantasy Football Show. He gives some good advice, so make sure you tune in on Devereaux Sports for Paul's. What time's it on tomorrow night, Paul?
8 o'clock.
All right, so 8 o'clock. We'll be back here next week. And like I said, old school Friday at 7. So check us out. Check out all the shows. And have a great week, everybody. Go Sixers.
Cheers, guys.